Hi peeps, it's Miss Johnson again. Hi 5th grade parents if you are listening. I thought I would pop on again and make another video, the one that I made before about how to navigate through Google Classroom and the HyperDoc. I got quite a few positive remarks on it and the parents seemed to enjoy it and the kids liked it, so I thought I would make another one in order to help your child write an email. Usually the kiddos don't learn how to email someone until they get to middle school, because they use it more heavily over there. But Mrs. Rogus and I, if I go back to the HyperDoc here, we provide our emails for them, but then I thought about it and I just didn't know if a lot of them knew. And some of them have been emailing me, which has been great if they have questions or if they want to reach out and say hi to me. But there's quite a few peeps that don't reach out, and I just want to make sure that you know how to email someone. I think that's a great life skill because I use my email like all the time. So I thought I would pop on here and do a video for that. So if you want to email Mrs. Rogus and I, all you have to do is go to this HyperDoc and you're going to find our emails right there. So if you want to do mine, you would highlight it and then I would hit copy. Okay, so that's how you can find me. And if you start typing these letters too, my name should pop up. And if you start typing MRO, Mrs. Rogus's name should pop up for her email. So what I'm going to do is go to this Gmail. This is not my Gmail. This is my boyfriend's Gmail. I wanted to use his because it's way more organized than mine and a lot more clean. So he was very kind to let me use it. So if you want to write an email to someone, you are going to go to this corner here, and I'm circling it with my cursor, my mouse, so it says compose. And if you remember from Miss Johnson's writing class, we compose research papers, we compose brainstorming sheets and sloppy copies, so you're going to be making an email. Okay, so I'm going to click on it, has that little plus by it, and then your email pops up. So just for fun, I'm going to email myself on here. And I'm going to show you why in a second, but you'll see that the computer, it recognized the name, okay? So I'm going to say who am I writing to? Well, I'm going to write to myself, and then the subject line. Now, this is going to be the main reason why you're emailing me. So let's say if you're confused about something, maybe you would write in there question, because you have a question about math or a question about writing and you want to ask Mrs. Rogus and I a question. Maybe you just want to pop in to say hi. So maybe your subject line could be hello. If you're feeling overwhelmed or confused about something, you could write feeling confused. Anything is fine, peeps, but make sure you don't put the whole message in here because this line, as you can see, it's not that long, so it's supposed to be short. So I'm going to pretend that I have a question about something. So I'm going to write, oops, we do not want big caps. I'm going to write question, okay? So I'm going to go right down here to the main area. This big white space is where you're going to put your main message, okay? So you always want to start off your email with a greeting or something positive for that person to read, just to make them smile and make them feel like you're caring about the email and you're taking the time to make them feel good. So I'm going to write, hi, Miss Johnson. You could also write, hi there. If you're writing to Mrs. Rogus, you could go, hi, Mrs. Rogus. Anything is really fine. So since I'm pretending to write to myself, I'm going to write, I don't know why I like capital letters today. I'm going to write, hi, Miss Johnson, with a smiley face, okay? And then I'm going to press enter to go down. If this makes any sense, peeps, it's kind of like you're writing to your pen pal, but instead you're typing an email and you're not writing to your pen pal. So if you think about it like that, how we compose our pen pal letters, that's exactly what we're doing with our email, okay? So I wrote, hi, Miss Johnson, and I'm going to pretend I have a question. I saw your writing assignment today, and I am confused about a certain part. I know that you are available from 9 to 10, because if you look at my office hours when I'm available, it says from 9 to 10, but Also, I'm available from 1 to 2. Remember, I'm using that HyperDoc to help me. I'm going to go back to the email. But I was busy during that time. Would you be able to go onto Google Meet? Remember, Google Meet is our video chat time for our morning meetings that we do every morning. Would you be able to go onto Google Meet? So I forgot to say what time. That's really important. I'll do 1 o'clock so I can ask you my question. And that's basically what my question is. So if you remember, I wrote question in the subject line because that's the main reason why I'm writing to Ms. Johnson. And then I explained to her what I'm confused about. And then I asked her, are you able to meet at 1 o'clock so I can ask you my questions? Whenever you end your email, peeps, you always want to thank them. No matter if you're, truly anyone that you're emailing, you should always thank them for their time and for reading your email because they took time out of their day to do that. So you should be respectful of them for doing that. So I'm going to say, thank you. Looking forward to hearing from you. So you always want to make sure that they know that you're going to be waiting for their response because you want that response from them as well, okay? And then you always want to put your name. So I'm going to put from Sally. I'm just going to pretend my name's Sally, okay? So remember, you're writing. You want to put to who you're writing to, the question you have, the reason why you're writing. Make sure you're greeting that person you're emailing. Write the reason why you're emailing, thank them for their time, and then write your name so they know who it's from. I'm going to press send on the bottom, okay? And the minute I press send, I see that I got an email. Remember, I emailed myself just for funsies, but I see that the subject line says question, and I'm thinking, I wonder why Sally has a question about something. So I'm going to click on it, and look at that. I see, hi, Miss Johnson. Wow, that's so nice of Sally to say that. And then I see her question that she has, and I see her thanking me. So I'm going to reply to her so Sally knows that I read her email and that I'm available at 1. So I'm going to hit reply. Okay, that means that when I reply to this email, Sally is going to see it. Okay, so I'm going to write, hi, Sally, because remember, you always want to greet that person. I'm going to answer her question. I am available at 1 o'clock. I look forward to seeing you on Google Meet. And then you always want to say who it's from. From Miss Johnson. And I usually end my emails with a smiley face because that's just what I do. And then I will hit send. And then Sally would get that question or that answer back. Okay. One thing I want to end on, peeps, is please make sure you know that sending an email is different than texting. Usually when you text off of a phone or a tablet, texting is made for getting a response right away. So if I text my honey, I usually want him to respond pretty quickly. But if I'm emailing, let's say Mrs. Steinmetz, I let her respond when she wants to respond because that's how emails work. So if you don't hear from Mrs. Rogas and I right away, that usually means that we're busy, okay? So make sure that you know the difference between texting and emailing. I hope that this helped you. Let me know if you have any questions, but I just wanted to show you how to email. Remember, our emails are right on that HyperDoc because I know that we provided them for you, but I know that emailing someone can be a little tricky and confusing. So hopefully this helped, and have a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to our morning meeting on Monday. Bye, peeps.